we finally get the fallout from the document leaks, and what starts as a small protest across Happy Valley quickly turned into something that won't be stopped. In this video, I'll break down everything that happened in episode 5 and what it all means going forward. My name is Sasha, and this is my breakdown of For All Mankind Season 5, Episode 5. If you enjoy Apple TV breakdowns, recaps, and review, this is exactly what I do on this channel, so consider subscribing. Now, following the document leak, tension rises quickly across Happy Valley. Small protests begins to form, with pro-Mars graffiti appearing throughout the base. And naturally, it's clear the population isn't on board with the automation plan. Meanwhile, Palmer and the MPKs are still trying to track down the source of the leak. Though Palmer begins to suspect Lily was involved at NNC and uses that information to push Miles to get her contact at Helios from it. At Helios, we learned that Dev was aware of the deal between M6, Helios, and Kurgan to move forward with automation. In his mind, this was inevitable, and participating in the deal was the fastest way to build Meru and push Mars towards self-sufficiency. But there's a problem. Alida didn't know, and she makes it clear that Dev has just put her in a very difficult position. During a high-level meeting between M6, Kurgan, and Helios, Alida suggests pausing the automation to calm the situation on Mars, but that idea is quickly shut down. The consensus was to stick on the original automation schedule despite the protest. Dev also mentions that no further investigation was required as they already knew the source of the leak at Helios. In the Helios office, we get a tense confrontation. Dev reveals to Alex that the files were accessed through Miss Joshi's terminal, but that he knows Alex was the one responsible. Dev chooses not to turn him in. Alex explained that his actions were done because deep down he thought he had to act. But Dev makes it clear he sees Alex's action as reckless and immature. Alex pushes back. He argues that Dev isn't acting for the people of Mars, but for himself. Dev, in turn, doubles down. Automation leads to Meru. Meru leads to a self-sufficient Mars, the future Ed always wanted. But for Alex, it's still not justified, and with that, he quit Helios. The leaked documents weakened the position of the Mars governor. While walking through the business district, hoping to reason with the protesters, he was met with "I come from Mars" answers and "Mars is ours" chants. In response, he declared a base-wide curfew. Boyd's investigation takes a major turn. She discovers that some MPKs have been working security at Kurgan, including her own partner Fred. When confronted, Fred admits that he was present the night of Yoon's death and ultimately confesses that he's the one responsible, even if it wasn't intentional. And then everything escalates. As MPK's attempts to enforce the curfew, what starts as minor pushing quickly turns into full-blown chaos. Violence breaks out, and the MPKs begins to lose control, with some even firing weapons at protesters. Palmer is forced to call a retreat. But it's already too late. Protesters manage to grab a weapon, and the situation spirals even further. In the final moments, the governor refused the advice to evacuate as the crowd advanced towards the control center. Now the real question is what happened next, because after that ending, this doesn't feel like a simple protest anymore. It feels like the start of a full-on rebellion. If the protesters manage to take control of the base, the governor may have no choice but to wave the white flag. But even then, Mars isn't self-sufficient just yet. It still depends on Earth, and that's where things could escalate even further, because Earth can simply cut off resources. That would then open the door to a direct conflict between Earth and Mars. Then there's Void. Her reaction to the first shot fired reveals a lot about her. She clearly had some disagreement with the escalation. So it's gonna be interesting to see her position develop after the retreat. Similarly, it's also going to be interesting to see when she will turn in Fred for killing Yoon, as it really seems like her integrity really outweighed her loyalty to her partner. Then there's Dev. Alex called him out, and honestly, he's not wrong. Dev is pushing a vision that really benefits the future of Mars, but really is future, but not necessarily the people living there right now. That said, I still believe that in the end, Dev's interest will align with the one of the protesters, so he's probably just playing the long game. Let me know what do you think in the comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week for the episode 6 breakdown. Ciao.